In tonight's headlines, court rejects request to dismiss sedition charge in the national security case of former media tycoon Jimmy Lai. Markets and restaurants do brisk trade as hotpot tops Winter Solstice menu. And Czech Police search for motive in the country's worst mass shooting, which killed 14 people. The West Kowloon court today ruled that a sedition charge against former media tycoon Jimmy Lai was laid within the statutory time limit. On the first day of the trial, Lai's defense team had argued that the charge over seditious publications was filed too late, because his client was brought to court for the first time to face the charge 4 days past the statutory 6-month window. However, today, the panel of national security judges Esther Cho, Susana Diamada Remedios, and Alex Lee ruled that the charge is a continuing offense, and the prosecution time bar should begin on June 24, 2021, when the last alleged seditious article was published. The judges pointed out that charge was already made against Lai when the prosecution notified the court its intention to lay charges and add the sedition charge on December 14, 2021. This means that the media mogul was prosecuted within the 6-month legal deadline of December 24th the same year. Lai, founder of the now-defunct Apple Daily, is alleged of conspiring to collude with foreign forces and conspiring to publish seditious materials. The court will reconvene on January the 2nd.
The city's top officials and district councillors headed to government headquarters this morning to listen to a speech by the director of the Hong Kong and Macau Affairs Office, Xia Balong. The address was streamed live from Beijing, where Xia was talking at a seminar of the Chinese Association of Hong Kong and Macau Studies. Zheng Yanxiong, director of Beijing's liaison office, and Dong Jingwei, head of the mainland's Office for Safeguarding National Security in the city, were also present at government headquarters. Xia urged Hong Kongers to support the legislation of Article 23. People from all walks of life should support and cooperate with the SAR government in the nation's and Hong Kong's bigger interests, Xia added. Chief Secretary Eric Chen said Xia's emphasis on China's determination to uphold the one country, two systems principle and the judiciary as the guardian of the rule of law in Hong Kong will boost economic and social development in the SAR.
The airport was busy this morning as travelers exited the city ahead of the extra-long Christmas weekend. With long queues at check-in counters, many opted for the self-check-in kiosks instead. Japan, which is one of the most popular holiday destinations for Hong Kongers, is experiencing a once-in-a-decade cold snap. Temperatures dropped below -21 degrees Celsius at Rikubetsu in Hokkaido, making it one of the coldest areas in Japan. But the weather has not deterred holiday travel from the SAR. This family heading to Fukuoka admitted that they did not expect temperatures to drop to single digits when they planned the trip last month. We immediately rushed to get winter clothing, as we rarely travel to places that cold, the man added. Neighboring South Korea is also experiencing frigid conditions because of an Arctic winter blast, with the mercury plunging to -10 degrees in capital Seoul. This lady revealed that she has geared up for the cold. I've brought along 30 heat packs with me, she said. But the cold weather has forced some travelers to amend their outdoor activity plans while on holiday, including this man. We have arranged a lot of outdoor activities, but we might only be able to go as planned if the weather is fine, he said. Even though the cost of hotel bookings and flight tickets has surged, he still insisted to travel abroad, adding that it was a good stress buster. Janice Low, Cable News. The record for the lowest temperature in Hong Kong this winter was refreshed today, as the mercury plunged to 8.6 degrees Celsius at the observatory's headquarters in Tsim Sha Tsui this morning, marking the fourth coldest winter solstice on record. But that did not deter some swimmers who went out for a morning dip during the early hours at Ching Kau near Tsuen Wan. The seawater was not cold, this man said. I swam for 45 minutes already. This swimmer shared the same view, saying that the water was warm. Many geared up by putting on more layers of clothes while jogging at the Kowloon Walled City Park. I think it was only slightly cooler today than yesterday, as I maintain the habit of exercising all the time, she said. This runner revealed she was sweating after a few laps, but said it was really cold this morning and had to put on down jacket to stay warm initially. This woman was one of the few who braved the cold. It felt like 5 degrees today, but I didn't feel too cold when I was running, she said. Temperatures in the urban areas ranged between 6 and 9 degrees. But it was even cooler at Tai Mo Shan, the highest peak in Hong Kong, where the mercury dipped to minus 1.6 degrees before dawn. Janice Low, Cable News.
Shoppers flocked to the wet market in Kowloon City this morning to buy foodstuffs to celebrate the winter solstice. The chilly weather has prompted many families to opt for a hot pot dinner. I bought a lot of things, this woman said. She noticed food prices have surged, but that did not dampen her mood to shop for tonight's hot pot. Another woman who is also preparing for a hot pot feast was ready to spend up to $800. More people visited the market this morning compared to last year's winter solstice, she added. It was a roaring trade for this stall that sells frozen food and bean curd products. The operator said the cold weather has boosted the sales of fish balls and fried bean curd rolls. On the contrary, business was slow at this shop which sells chicken. The operator said many of her regular customers have either gone overseas or to the mainland for the winter holiday. Apart from eating at home, many took the opportunity to enjoy a meal outside. All 30 tables in this restaurant in Kwun Tong were fully booked for the entire night. The manager of the restaurant said tonight's business is unexpectedly better than last year's winter solstice. He said customers had booked as early as September. Maisie Mock, Cable News.
Mourners lit candles near the main building of Charles University in Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic, where a 24-year-old student opened fire, killing 14 and wounding 25 others yesterday. The dead shooter is believed to be one of the victims, while 10 of the injured are in serious condition. Police have not revealed details about the other victims, but have ruled out terrorism as a motive for the shooting. Online footage showed the gunman randomly firing away from the terrace of one building within the campus. Footage shared on social media showed people dangling from the outside ledge of a building before jumping to another part of the roof several meters below. Many others took refuge in classrooms and barricaded themselves behind chairs and tables. The incident happened at around 3 p.m. local time, with many students still on campus. But everyone started to run to safety as gunshots rang out. Police said the gunman is thought to have killed his father at a separate location earlier and might be connected to 2 other killings. Czech Prime Minister Petr Fiala said the country had been shocked by this horrendous act, adding that Saturday would be a day of mourning and flags would be flown at half-mast on all public buildings. Janice Low, Cable News.
A new draft regulation by Beijing to curb excessive spending on video games dealt a severe blow to the online gaming industry on the mainland. According to the proposal issued by the National Press and Public Administration, gaming operators will be banned from offering rewards to players for logging in every day. Online game providers are also required to set a spending limit for the user. The proposed regulation prompted investors to dump video gaming stocks. Tencent was hammered, losing 12.3%. Its smaller rival NetEase Inc. plunged 24.6%. The Hang Seng Index fell 1.7%.